Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back again with another episode of The Expanse. This is Season 4, Episode 9. Before we jump into it, please consider liking and subscribing. That helps so much. But otherwise, last time on The Expanse, we had they found the cure for the blindness. The death slugs, obviously still a problem. But Holden and Okoye were able to find a cure for the blindness, so now at least everyone can walk around and see the death slugs and maybe get outside because the water's going down. And then up in space, Alex and Naomi and the Felsia, I believe her name is, the girl, they were able to rig up a system to connect the Barbapicola and the Rocinante, and they're able to kind of like drag the ship out of the lower orbit and potentially save a lot of lives. And then where we left off was Holden encountering Miller alone, and he was kind of like glitching out and doing all sorts of weird stuff, and then he just started screaming randomly. So we're gonna learn a lot more about what Miller's been doing and kind of like what Miller's plan is going forward, and hopefully things don't get worse. They will. Hopefully the Barbacola is able to get saved, and you know, all the people get saved. Murtry, I forgot, Murtry is gonna bomb one of the ships. He had his crew turn their last shuttle into a bomb, and he is probably going to try and murder a bunch of Belters so that they don't have to worry about getting them off the island, or not island, the planet, and all that jazz, because he gets a huge cut if they are not in the picture. But, you know, we only got 2 episodes left this season, episode 9 and episode 10. We're going to check out episode 9 right now. But yeah, once again, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe if you want to see more. But otherwise, let's jump into this episode.
I wonder what that rain tastes like.
I used to love the rain when I was a kid. I used to sit out here and...
Like some bad virus you just can't shake.
Where the hell have you been?
Fuck being fired, boss. I quit.
Where the hell have you been?
I've been here the whole time.
No hat?
It's not my hat. That hat belongs to the investigator that the proto-molecule keeps making out of my corpse. Over and over and over again. It couldn't kill me this time.
So this is supposedly a real Miller?
Crew out here because I thought... Welcome back. So what happens now?
Weird stuff happens now.
I found a place that my new bosses can't go. Every time I reach out, that part withers. Dies.
It shuts
The dead spot.
Let's go kill its ghost.
Just opens up real easy.
I wish I was with you. With a friend, I mean.
Because you're in love. Get it. Get it, son. You two need to get married already.
But this place, this dead spot, may mean that the war left something behind. What?
Something like a billion-year-old unexploded bomb?
Yeah, something like that.
See, this bomb, if it exists...
Yeah, that would be bad.
...bit of proto-molecule that touches it right now.
Bomb works, I'll use it to kill all the proto-molecule on the planet. Your ships go free.
You're sure you can do that without killing us all?
No.
The other option is... Yeah, you watch everyone starve to death while your ships burn.
Yeah,
And I get
it's really the only
for some.
option you got here, pal.
You know,
If they dump their ore, reduce their mass, we could get it as high as 7 or 8.
They're not gonna do it.
How many of these burns can the Rossi do?
I don't know, but as long as they're tethered, they're extremely vulnerable. If you're gonna use that shuttle and take them out.
Understood.
You freaking jackwagon.
Some jealousy thing because Mercury and
Mercury sucks.
Didn't ask, and I don't care. He just reminds me of some of the guys that I grew up with.
I should give him a chance.
Just because someone is good to you, it doesn't mean that you can trust them.
I do trust him. And you guys don't like each other because you're exactly fucking alike.
I'd never lie to you.
He's lying to you. Mercury is.
It's like every time they rip me apart, paste me back together again, there's a little less of me to work with.
You want me to climb down there?
Climb, jump, whatever. Just get in the hole.
How deep is it? Is that the dead spot? Or what is an elevator? What is that?
Where does this go?
I heard you talking to no one. That was him, right? Your ghost?
He's not a ghost, but yes, that was Miller.
You were talking about saving the ships.
Maybe.
I'll go with you.
No.
I can help.
No, you can't.
My
How are
ship
you gonna
is
help?
going
You're
to
a
burn too.
freaking biologist.
My people are going to die, same as yours. I have just as much to lose.
I can't see him when anyone's around, and I need him to guide me.
Guide you to what?
Yeet. You could be in Black Panther. Yo, he must be going crazy fast.
Everyone check in. We need eyes on Holden.
Copy that.
Dr. Okoye, I'm going to need all RCE personnel to stay within our camp.
What? Why?
For your safety.
No one has eyes on Holden.
She had eyes on Holden.
You were rather friendly. You didn't have any
Idea where he might be, do you?
No.
I don't know where he is right now.
What? I got no idea.
This is very important.
Why are we launching a shuttle? Did you miss what happened to the last one?
This is on Security Division's authority.
To do what? Get our last shuttle ripped to shreds by the planet? We still have people down there who will someday want to ride.
Chief Mercury's orders.
Mercury? Why would he even...
If you don't already know, it's because it's none of your business. Now sit the fuck down and go back to doing whatever it is
Hey.
you do.
Butthole. Mercury sucks, man. I hate him so much.
Hey, Doc. You seen Way? Whoa, whoa, whoa. No one's allowed to talk to her, all right? I wouldn't. All right, what's going on?
Holden went with Miller. Mercury and Way went after him. I think
Just
he's in
takes
trouble.
his gun. Oh, God.
Is there something we still need to do?
Like, is this conflict not finished yet?
Wait, I'm coming for your boss. Don't be there when I do.
Bad things are gonna happen. Unfortunately, Amos does get a little jacked up.
Wake up, sleep.
Just sitting down.
This shit just keeps following you around, don't it, kid? Come on. Stay out of my head, assholes!
Are you okay?
Got split personalities.
Fine.
It's just my former master's cracking the whip, wondering why I don't jump. Yeah, they're looking for a way back in.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, Fayez, you absolute G. Answer the call. Or text. Did you ask Chief Mercury to send you a shuttle?
No, I did not.
What the hell are you up to now?
It's a bomb.
Edward Israel, this is Alex Kamal of the Rocinante.
This is the Edward Israel. Go ahead.
Yeah, any reason why your shuttle is heading towards us?
Stand by, Rocinante. Checking on that.
You're just gonna stand by until it blows
I
up.
need an answer to that right now.
Shoot it down.
Look out, Scott! We got debris incoming!
Ooh. That is not good. And spinning. Oh, God, that would be horrible.
I'm just a few seconds behind you, okay? Okay? Whoa, I'm coming. No, I can't see you, please.
You're right there. Calm down.
Son! Fire! I'm going to... Hold on to me!
Got a message from Amos.
Wait, I'm coming for your boss. Don't be there when I do.
Your boyfriend has an economical way with words. I'd rather not go into unknown territory with an armed killer at my back. Which means we take him here.
If it has to be done, I do it. That's the deal.
Yikes. Oh, gosh. That's how you die, is you fall off that thing.
We lost 11 thrusters, I burned a ton of power firing the PDCs, and a bunch of reaction mass trying to control this spam.
There has to be a way.
You use the
Bloody
gun.
RC sons of bitches, if they have anything else to throw at us, we're sitting ducks.
You were bluffing about your weapons?
We don't have enough juice to spare to fire the PDCs.
The railgun, baby.
The crew from the Baba Piccola can transit over to us. Cut the tether. Don't let the ship go.
No, we did not.
Railgun, railgun, railgun. Let's go.
Alex?
He's gonna yeet some railgun shots.
Without the drive to compensate, the kick from the railgun turns it into a big old thruster. And it won't throw us into a spin in the wrong direction.
It isn't a gentle push. It'll feel like falling off a cliff.
Well. Wow. Oh yeah, he can't see it.
Put myself for something physical.
Giant spider.
How do you think I've been turning all this shit on? Well, once I'm inside, I'm gonna flip every last switch on the network, okay? I'm gonna connect myself to everything. I'm gonna wake up the whole damn planet, so be ready.
And then what? You walk into that?
Boom.
Connect to everything, walk into it, die.
Oh, there's a glob of blue shit under the decking of the cargo bay. You might want to clean that up. After.
That's how he stuck around.
This thing.
And Amos is there.
Amos.
Where's Holden?
Mercury's dealing with him. Cut the tough guy shit. We both know what we are. We're survivors. Just fucking talk to me. I don't want to hurt you.
Don't make him hurt you.
We both know that you don't want to hurt me.
He will, though.
I'm going after Holden. And if you're in my way, I'm going through you.
I can't let you do that.
Then you will die. Ah, frick. Yeah, he got part of his hand blown off. Go, yeah, what are you doing? Held so far. It looks sick though. Like that's beautiful. It doesn't look as crazy as I thought it would.
Where's Amos? Is he alive?
I don't know. It was too hard to walk and he had a shotgun. Going around him seemed the wiser choice.
If he's dead, so are you.
Wade tried to appeal to his humanity.
Sentient and independent.
Kinda.
If not, I'm acing that Turing test. About how far am I from this thing?
I am acing my Turing test.
Be a little closer. You want to help?
You're not?
I am the kind of man the frontier needs.
No, you're not.
You're the kind that comes after my work is done. You stayed at home. Till I built a post office.
I met another guy once.
Murtry's a jackass.
Genocides to justify his bullshit.
You weren't persuaded?
No.
A friend of mine shot him in the face.
Miller. Gang. Remember that, boys? Just domed him because he was making sense. You just get hit in the neck. They both just unleash some neck shots.
You won't even have the balls to finish me, will you, boy?
Boy?
You are first. I'm gonna bring you back to
Yeah.
stand trial.
Yeah, I don't think he kills him.
Drop you in a cell forever. We call that civilization.
If I remember correctly, yeah, she has to, she's got to help him, like, physically get him into that thing.
That's it. Good.
Let's go.
You're gonna have to just pick that whole thing up. You weak sauce. Oh, end of the episode. Whew. Good gracious. That was 43 minutes. Okay, yeah, so some big moves are happening. Miller has been, I guess there's kind of two personalities of Miller happening in this episode. One is Miller, which is like the intact personality of the Miller we know that died. Obviously he's been cursed with all this knowledge and all this know-how and abilities to interact with things that we don't know how to do. And then there's the Investigator Miller. So the Investigator Miller was what was created from the corpse of real Miller. And they need to keep the real Miller alive so that they can keep remaking the Investigator. And the Investigator's sole job is just to find out what happened. And if anytime he dies or fails the job, it kills him and they remake him again. So obviously the proto-molecule does not want him to turn everything off again. So they're trying to stop him. I think that's what he meant by the locals, is like the proto-molecule that's controlling the Investigator. And so he's talking with Holden, just kind of guiding him through this whole situation, being like, all right, this could fix everything, but if it doesn't, we still have to do it. Like, you're either going to die doing this or you're going to die from starvation. Like, make your choice. You're dead in both situations, but in this one, something might happen where you don't die. So it's kind of like you have to go with that option. And then, Miller is, what am I trying to say? Not Miller. Murtry is being a jerk. He's setting his plans in motion because he wants that huge payday. He wants to be the man that finally wins, so to speak. So he's been doing all these things for companies and he's never come out as the one on top, really. And this is his chance to become that, and he thinks that means that all his actions and motives are righteous. Like, he's a by whatever means necessary type of guy, so that, or the ends justify the means. So he doesn't care what he's doing as long as it propels his employer forward, and if the end goal is that they're on top, whatever actions he needs to do to make that happen, he's fine with. And Wei kind of echoes that a little later on when she's like, one day of crappy decisions and then we get to walk away from this forever. Basically just parroting whatever Murtry told her. Amos is straight up, you know, he feels strongly for Wei, and he likes her a lot, but she is not the crew. She is not, you know, someone that he has lived with and bled with and fought with and cried with. Well, actually, I don't think he cries, but other people cry. For the past however many years, like, he's been ride or die with these people for so long that his position with them, Wei's not going to be able to sway that. You know, she could, like, if this was a situation where she wasn't trying to stop him, she definitely would have joined the crew at some point. Like, Amos would have brought her on board the Rocinante. You know, maybe it could have been a situation where he even took some time away from the ship to be with her for a while, but, you know, she is standing directly in his way Wei is standing in the way of his goal. Like, he's trying to protect his family. That, like, as much as they're not technically family, the crew of the Rocinante is family. So he is just, like, if you're gonna stand in the way of him protecting that, he's gonna go through you no matter how much he likes you. And in the end, she puts her own, she puts her own desires above that. I mean, her desire was for her and him to walk away. But, you know, she wasn't being entirely truthful with him because Mercury was still standing there waiting to ambush him. Which sucks. Like, it happened pretty much exactly how it happens in the books, where I'm pretty sure in the books it's the opposite way. So they made Wei a lot more sympathetic and someone you could actually enjoy. In the book, she doesn't really talk much or have that much input on the story. And then I believe in the books, Amos confronts Mercury, and then Wei shoots him from behind, I think. And then he turns around and unloads on her with the shotgun, killing her. And then Mercury jacks him up. So, yeah. And then, oh God, Mercury just sucks. So he basically effed Amos. Like, shot his hand off, shot him in the leg, shot him in the chest. He just destroyed Amos, pretty much. And he also armed that shuttle. You know, Fayez is a straight G by warning Alex. But he turns his shuttle into a bomb, and he's like, all right, you know, if we kill all these Belters, like, his plan was essentially kill all these Belters and then have the people down there, you know, execute all the Belters that are down in the ruins as well. And then eventually, if they could find a way to survive on the planet, they would, or they would get another ship down, you know, however much time he needed to buy to where RCE was the only ones left, he would do it. And if that meant another ship comes through the gate and rescues them, then that's what happens. Or, you know, that their ship lands and something. His plan is essentially wipe out all the Belters. And he sucks, and I hate him. But, you know, I don't know. It is interesting. In this part, they are framing the they're putting a lot more importance on the minerals that they mined. So in the books, I mean, it's important in the books, like, they care about it, but in the books the conflict is really mainly just getting the people off the ship, or like making sure, like, the most important part of that, of saving the Barbacoa, wasn't the ore in the books. It was like making sure those people don't die. But they're placing a lot more importance on that ore in this show, like, because I guess that is not part of their identity, but part of, like, it's like after all the pain and suffering they've gone through since Ganymede to now, like that was the only thing they got from that. And it could potentially set up their independence for years and years to come. And being asked to give all that up is awful. But I don't remember I don't think they put that much importance on it in the book. They did go with the railgun method of keeping them up though, where, you know, they thought they were going to go down, and then Alex is like, railgun, let's do it. I'm surprised that cable didn't snap though. That's a strong cable. Well made. Good job. And they'll keep them up just long enough to shut down the planet. So, Alex, you're a G. But let's go back down to Miller and Holden. There's the eye, the eye of the devil or whatever he called it. The eye of an angry god. So that kind of best described is the, like they said in the show, it's the bullet that killed the proto-molecule. So whatever killed this planet, like whoever did it, used that. So that was the weapon / ammunition they used to kill that planet. And, you know, obviously you don't want to walk into that because it'll turn off everything. You see some of that in later books where, I mean, not to get, this is somewhat of a spoiler for later books, so if you don't want to know anything about the later books, just ignore this. Comes down like 4 or 5 books later from this. But so when they're dealing with, when they're actually dealing with like the organisms that killed the proto-molecule, and those things just straight turn off your consciousness for like 3 minutes or more at a time, like that's insane. That's essentially what they did to the proto-molecule, but like they had been fighting the proto-molecule for a lot longer, so they, you know, the weapon, they're much better at just killing those. They weren't as good at dealing with human anatomy, so it just turned off their consciousness. And they possibly also weren't trying to completely kill them at the time. But spoiler now, done. So yeah, they use that as like the bullet to kill a proto-molecule, and Miller's trying to connect to everything, and then while he's connected, get in there, because that'll theoretically shut off everything, and that'll, you know, get the ships going again. It'll pretty much save everyone. And the locals do not want that to happen. The locals are the proto-molecule that created the Investigator and is on the Rocinante ship, I believe, still. There's still some left. So that's how Miller was essentially able to be in Holden's head and kind of piggyback with him through this thing, is because there's still some proto-molecule left on the ship, which they will eventually destroy. But Okoye has to help him get through to this thing, and she, spoiler, she makes contact with it as well. I don't remember exactly what happens to her. I think she just gets knocked out and then she's fine, but yeah. Heck of a cliffhanger for this episode. Next episode, just looking at the thumbnail, Ashford is involved. Yeah, so next episode is also going to be very exciting / set up future stuff. This was definitely this book and this season was definitely a slower burn. Like not as much happened with this, like not as many events happened for sure. Like there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of confined spaces, like similar set pieces. A lot of things happened in the same places, and the things that did happen were farther between, but they're huge events. Like a lot of the events in this season, in this book, set up future events way down the road. So you kind of got to remember that when watching this. But next episode is going to be great. Season finale. I think that's all I got for this episode, though. So if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. Please leave a like on the video. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.